Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everybody. It's October the 14th because that's how cold it is right now. No, I'm kidding. It's August 14th. You wouldn't believe it. Right now, it's 6 degrees Celsius right now. And well, this is the weather forecast for today. It's like October. It's unbelievable. I can't believe this weather we're having. But the ducks want out really bad. But we got to go check the trap line first to see if we got ourselves a snapping turtle. So. Oh, duckies. We'll let you out in a second. Oh, they're all waiting. All right, so I'm gonna go get the axe and we're gonna head down to the swamp. I've already checked the lake and there was nothing. Minnows cleaned off the hooks again. I don't know what I'm gonna do there. So, but let's go see what's down the swamp. You know, this weather sucks. September, October better be nice, because if this is you know what September, October is gonna look like, it's gonna be really cold. All right, what do we got here? Hold on. How come you're all tangled up here? Oh my god. Oh, the meat's still there, untouched. Untouched. Well, that one's still good. Ducks must have buried this yesterday. Oh, minnows cleaned this one off last night. Damn. I'm gonna have to come back down here today and yeah, nothing. Yep. Alright, so what I'll do is I'm gonna hook that here so that the ducks don't get hooked on it. Alright, so I'll have to come back down here and reload these up. I got some good rotten meat. I left the duck meat sitting on the deck yesterday in the plastic bag, sealed in the sun. Well, what little sun we did have. So it's got to smell really bad. It's gonna be nasty handling, I know that. All right, what's this one doing? The ducks buried them yesterday. The lions got covered with all the stuff the ducks dig up. Alright. Well, I might have to come back down at the end of the night to do this. Just so the ducks don't... the chances I'm going to get the snapping turtle is going to be at night. Oh, there's still a chunk of meat on this. Yeah, there it is. Oh, let's see what the other one is. Whoa! That hole's getting softer from me going through here. All right. No, it's still got the meat on it too. There's the chunk of duck. This is I thought for sure we would have caught that thing right away. I guess not. I'll come down today and put some fresh rotten stuff on it. Fresh rotten. Yeah. Alright, let's go let the ducks out for their morning rush. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for the race here. They're pretty wound up right now. It's about 6:25, so they're a little bit late getting out. My going to the swamp torments them because they see me going and then I come back and... Oh, come on everybody! They're all coming up. And look who's at the gate here. The chicken and the Muskogee. Oh, that duck. He didn't know what to do. Oh, there's Mrs. Gim. She's way behind today. She's over there. I guess she was at the water. There was a whole bunch of ducks over at the water when I came back from the swamp. She must have been one of them. Oh, that little girl. I can't believe the feed they went through last night. I put 2 bags of feed in the pen last night. I filled up all the feeders, plus their blue sled, and the sled's empty today, so that's the next project. Well, I gotta clean the bar. I'm cleaning out the shed today, and then I'm gonna attack the feeder. I gotta come up with this feeder quick. Oh, there she comes. Oh, Mrs. Gibb. Oh, the last of the stragglers here. The little juvenile ducks coming out. Oh, but their friends are confused over here. So, let's go over to the barn and see what the little guys have done inside. Oh, here's the last wave. I turned my back and there's a whole bunch coming back out from the water. The little Muskogees are so cute when they're little. It's too bad they get so lazy. And the males get so mean. Alright, I'm going to the barn. I just turned around to go to the barn and I see I think he's Mr. Midget Duck actually. He started coming up towards the front and then he just turned around and came back. I don't know, this little duck is so cute. Like, he's not getting beaten on, he's always by himself. But he's so crooked. Like, you look at his body, like it's, you know, actually I think he probably is just gonna, one day we're gonna find him dead from an organ failure. Because a crooked body like that, like he's so crooked. But he hangs in here by himself. Little thing. And the other thing is, when I walk around the pen, and the ducks look at me, he's the only one that, it's strange how he looks at me. It's almost like he gets eye contact with me. Oh, there's an egg. I gotta get that for breakfast. Alright, I'm gonna go to the barn. Alright, let's see what the little ducks have done in here. I filled the feeder right up last night. I might have to put 2 feeders in here. Oh yeah, let me strip this. Oh, you little piggies. You guys spent the whole night in here. You can tell by the fresh straw, it no longer looks fresh. Oh, the little things. They're so cute. Look at them over there. Enjoy this, guys, because in 10 more days, you're going to have to share the barn with everybody else. As soon as you get enough feathers, you're going to be introduced. Right now, they don't have enough feathers to be able to stay outside all night. They sure loved this new straw yesterday. They, I looked out and there was no ducks out last night. No ducklings. They were all inside here. Enjoying the fresh straw. Alright, I'm going to fill their feeder up here, and I think we got to rush to the swamp right now. Okay, they're eating out of the top of the pail, that crazy ducks. You got some at the bottom, some at the top. Alright, I'm going to leave you guys alone. I'm going to check the swamp here and see if we've got any predators heading down there, because I think there's about 400 or 500 ducks down in the swamp right now. Oh, a bunch are back. Here, I got to turn the light off here. I tell you this, walking around with a shotgun, I hate it. I hate it. It's always in the way. You're always knocking into stuff. And the worst part is, you know, it's loaded. It's hot. It's, you gotta be so careful. Oh, all the ducks are over there. They found a bunch of mud. There's so much water, so much rain. And today it's supposed to rain again. Oh, and there's a rabbit out front eating my, normally I'd shoot the rabbits, but I'm hoping my pathetic chicken wire fence keeps them out of the pathetic garden. But right now, I'll give you a shot here. The rabbits, he's having a snack on the apple tree. There he is. The squirrels, or the chipmunks, are knocking the apples off the tree, and the rabbit's eating them. No, but I'm going to leave the rabbit because maybe Mr. Fox will decide a rabbit will be a better dish to have, but I doubt that, because a rabbit's faster than a duck, and the duck's easier prey, so the fox is going to go for the easy prey. Plus, I personally would rather have my duck than that rabbit. Let's see, oh yeah, there's a whole whack went down to the swamp. Oh, I hope we don't have any sleeves anymore to snapping turtles. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of duckies down there. Well, I'm wondering how many I'm going to end up losing, grand total, you know, between snapping turtles and foxes. Because if I don't catch it, if I'm not out here when the fox shows up, that fox is just going to keep feeding for free. I wish they'd go out in the lake though. You know, they just keep staying right around here. It's almost like because they can go in the water and then, you know, get out of the water quick and get back here. It's the fear factor. I don't know. There's a mess of them. Everybody's having their morning bath. Mr. Fox is getting pretty slim. He's just, you know, but he's not much of a deterrent. He's not doing his job. Actually, nobody's doing their job here except me. All right, I'm gonna go have my coffee. Oh, I need one so bad. I'm so tired today. This week has been so far a brutal week, and the week's not even over. And it doesn't matter. Weeks here don't mean anything. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is with ducks. Every day's Wednesday. Well, it's about 4 o'clock and no sign of Mr. Fox, but the ducks have been giving me lots of false positive, you know, alarms that I've, you know, been. So I sat in the swamp. They all went down to the swamp. Actually, they're all back up. They just came back up. They were all down at the swamp, a whole bunch of them. So I was down there hiding in the bulrushes while they were playing in the water. And actually, Doug, he was really good. He sat beside me the whole time and wasted about an hour just sitting there and watching the duck play in the water. And then it started raining and I got soaked. And but no sign of Mr. Fox. But I've had a couple false alarms of me in the yard here. They just came all running up to the house and you know, look around. But you know, I couldn't see the fox. I was ready, and You know, Mr. Fox, I think tomorrow is going to be the day because he got one yesterday. So, but the ducks, unless he is, you know, around the property here, and it's just me being in the yard that he's not showing his face, it's hard to tell. I don't know. But I'm, yeah, I'm working in the pen here. I've been digging the trenches and, you know, cleaning out the shed and dismantling all the nesting boxes. Got to wash them yet, but which will probably happen tomorrow. But the ducks are they won't stay down to the lake. I was watching them play, and you know, nothing happened to them. They just decided, you know, a couple started coming back, and then for, you know, as soon as a couple start, you know, the whole group just starts following and just follow the leader. But you know, they're just hanging in the yard, eating grain, grazing on weeds, and you know, well, what's grass? Not many weeds left, and you know, they keep going into the bush over there because the creek, because of all the rain we've had, the creek is full again. And actually, they've been in there. That's where the false positive was. There was a whole bunch of them in there, and then they came running out. So Doug and I were in the bush there. We combed that whole bush in there, and you know, I could not find nothing, zero zip. And I even kept Doug. He stayed nice and tight to me, so he wasn't spooking anything. You know, I didn't let him run ahead of me, and you know, but I'm not having much luck here. I know one thing, I've wasted an awful lot of time today with the gun, and you know, just sitting there waiting. A lot of time. You know, there's some that are heading back down again. They're you know, but there was everybody went down. The whole flock was down at the creek there, and they, like I said, they wasted about an hour. And I was hiding in the bulrushes. You know, I had a little lawn chair in the bulrushes, and I just sat in there and waited. And you know, nothing. So I don't know. It's frustrating, and it's really screwing up my work routine here. Because I want to get some work done, and you know, and working with the shotgun on your back is a pain. I'm telling you, it's anybody who thinks it's cool to walk around with a loaded gun on your shoulder, it is not. It's not. You know, I wouldn't want to be in a war zone trying to get work done. See, now they just came running out again. You know, they were all over there, and that's what they've been doing to me. They've been going into the bush, and then they run out real quick. So I don't know if Mr. Fox is in the bush there and he's just hiding. But I wasted an hour in there also today in that bush. They're just sitting waiting, and not a sign of him. I've done an awful lot of sitting waiting for Mr. Fox to show up, and it is not happening. I just hope he doesn't show up when I'm filming instead of with the shotgun in my hand. So, alright, I gotta get the bale of straw here, and I've cleaned out the shed. So the shed's cleaned out, and I'm gonna throw a bunch of new straw, and then I gotta go down and dig a trench out at the other end, on the other side of the pen, and then hopefully, well, the next thing after that is I'm going to start working on the big feeder, because I gotta get the big feeder done. Oh, I gotta get back to digging. My job. Either I'm or shovel and boop, or I'm a ditch digger. Well, we just had a serious, I don't know what you call it, false alarm or false positive from the ducks here. Something's here. Something's really close in the yard. The ducks have ran up to me here, not even like, it was just 5 minutes ago. Hello, ducks. I want to show you something here. This is, it's bizarre. Like, there's something here that's really close. Not something, we know what it is. It's Mr. Fox, but he's close. Because the ducks keep coming into here. This is, anytime they hang around the yard, they love to come in here and play in this creek right here. Now, I want to show you something here. This water is almost crystal clear. You know, you can see there's a little bit of mucky here, but this should be just a giant mud hole, and it's not. The ducks won't even stay in here. Now, Doug and I have gone through this whole bush right to my neighbor's place. I followed the fence line. I've gone around. There's something in the bush here because the ducks come in here. You know, there was actually just a group of them came in here, maybe about 75 of them. They came in here. They got barely near the water, and then they freaked out and came out, and they stood on the edge here about 50 feet into the lawn, and all of them with their heads straight, you know, the necks straight up in the air, and their heads pointed in this direction to tell me something's in here.
And for the life of me, this is like probably about a half a dozen false alarms. Well, not false alarms, but duck warnings they've given me that something's here. Mr. Fox is close by, and he's being sly today. I think it's just because Doug and I are here in the yard, and that's the only thing that makes any sense. If Doug and I weren't here, he'd already be coming. He'd already be in here and grab his lunch and be gone. So I'm screwing up his day by being here. But somewhere in this bush, and it's like the ducks going down to the swamp. They go down there, then they come back. There's something. Something is, chances are what's happening is the fox is going through the bulrushes, through the bush here. I'll give you a shot of the area I'm talking about here. The trail that I showed you on the other side of those trees. There's the trail that cuts through, and I think the fox is traversing across, back and forth through this bush, and then through the swamp, and then down that trail that I showed you yesterday that went off into the bush there. It's the only thing that makes any sense. And the fox is going back and forth today because the ducks, and now I'm standing here because I'm standing close to the edge of the bush. They're all coming to the edge of the bush. I leave, the ducks go in, they get up freaked out, they come running back out. And the last bunch, they came running right about, and I ran right over with the shotgun thinking, if I could get a view of them in the bush here, I could nail them, but I'm having no luck. But he's close because the ducks the ducks are sticking to me like Doug sticks to me. It's bizarre. I walk around the yard, whatever side of the yard I'm working on, the ducks seem to come to that side. So they know something's going on. They know that staying close to me. Most of them know staying close to me is safety. Because I'm going to go down there, mark my words, I'm going to go down there and start digging. I have to dig a couple trenches, and watch, the ducks will all head down. Next thing I know, they'll all be down there. And unfortunately, I can't bring the camera with me because we keep having these cloud bursts today, and it's a wet day. I'm actually really damp. It just keeps raining. And it's cold. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this morning when I was out and I came out for the morning rush and went down to the swamp. You wouldn't believe it. It was so cold this morning, I got an earache. Like I actually should have had a winter hat on. That's how cold it was. This is just a bizarre summer. Well, no Mr. Fox today. Lots of false alarms. I'm sick of carrying the shotgun. I'm sick of carrying the shotgun while I'm working, digging trenches and wearing a shotgun sucks. But this is going to be quick because it's just starting to rain again. It's been raining off and on all day. But the ducks are coming home. They were just down at the swamp. No sign of them. I don't understand this. Tomorrow I think is probably the day. I'm hoping I can get a shot off tomorrow because it seems every second day Mr. Fox is coming back. So we'll see. For the little ducks, hopefully tonight these guys are going to bed earlier. I'm beat. Last night was brutal. They wouldn't go in. I was out here 9:30 last night pushing the last, I guess it was about 60. They just wouldn't go in the last 60. They stayed out. Everybody else was inside, but the last 60 they wouldn't go in. So I'm hoping tonight they go in with no problem. So, but I gotta go. It's raining. Camera's getting wet, and we know the camera doesn't like getting wet. All right, the ducks actually beat me to it. I cleaned the window off and everything tonight so that we could get a good shot, and took the screen off. But the ducks have already started working their way in much faster. It's only 8:45, but it's pouring rain out right now. So that could be the reason why the ducks have gone inside into the pen faster. But there's not many out here right now. Actually, compared to last night, there was a lot more. But I got to go out there and put them in because I'm actually beat. I want to eat and go to sleep. Actually, I'm surprised how little are out here compared to last night. But then again, last night was a nice night. No, there's not many out here. There's maybe, that looks like about 50 ducks tops. Probably the same 50 last night that wouldn't go in for me, that made me circle the pen 3 times to get them in. Oh yeah, look at that, they're moving in. It's amazing how they just know to go in. You know, it's so cool. They're better than Doug. Just look at them moseying in. They're so slow though. Oh, I see a Muscovy underneath the clothesline stand. I'm just looking here. I can see one. Alright, I'm gonna go get my raincoat on and my rubber boots on and go in there and go out there, and get them in. And then we got some confused ones over here because I moved the light in the barn from the back of the barn to the front of the barn, so it's in the window, so it lights up in front of the barn there for the ducklings to come out, because it was awful dark in front of the barn, and they weren't hanging around there. They were basically, what they were doing is the ducklings were hanging around over here because the front of the barn was too dark. So now we got confused ducks thinking that they can get into the barn through the fence because there's a light on the front of the barn. I'm gonna go out there and shoo the rest of them inside.